Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your December 2024 reading. My name is Nigel, and you have found alchemy. I have removed my rings because they were just getting on my nerves for some reason. I was feeling constricted, and I'm never that way with them. So are you feeling that way? Are you feeling sort of boxed in, constricted, antsy? Is that what the way you're feeling? Well, let's get started here and see. We have the Hermit, and that's Virgo energy overarching your whole month. Are you dealing with a Virgo? Do you have Virgo highly aspected in your chart? Or are you going through a period of self-reflection, withdrawal? Are you searching for something? Are you perhaps embarking on a journey where you're sort of forced to have faith? Because as you can see, he is moving forward. He's venturing forward with that lantern, knowing that he can only see a few feet in front of him. So it's sort of like a faith. I'm going on faith. Can't see too far ahead, but I know I'm going. Okay, could be one of those things. Let's just keep going. You have enemy here, which is pretty fascinating. It says some enemies come disguised as friends. Be careful who you trust. Okay, we'll keep that under our hats as we just keep forging on, right? You do have the sword and the rose, and it says clarity, truth, reevaluation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, and power. Now, the sword here gives you strength and resilience, I would say, right? And the rose balances things. It balances those qualities. This is sort of like harmonious, right? They're very harmonious together. They're both powerful and they're humble. Protection, force, power, clarity, truth, solidarity. Keep that under our hat too. We have a mystery to solve for sure. You have bouquet here, and the bouquet is number 9 in this deck. And this can be very sincere. Somebody presenting you with a bouquet, right? Appreciation. Thank you. It also could be flattery. With the enemy card, I would say be careful of people bearing gifts. And that gift could be literal or it could be words. Be careful of flattery, my dear Gemini. You have the card of nuclear winter. Nuclear winter comes about when there is some sort of war. And now there's the cooling period, right? There's the period that we all have to go through after the war. Nuclear winter, dealing with the result of something, result of an ending, result of an argument, the coldness that exists between people after something like that happens. The rebuilding of a life sometimes after something like that happens. You have the perseverance card right under the hermit. I mean, beautiful, right? It says you may feel like you're getting nowhere, but there are wonderful changes ahead. Don't give up. Faith. You're moving on faith. You have the pink bow here. And this is sort of healing your inner child. Is there some sort of healing that is taking place? Is this nuclear winter between family members? I don't want to box the reading in that way, but I know for one or two of you, it is a family member that you're experiencing all this with. For some of you, it's a job. For some of you, it is a spouse. For some of you, it is a friend. It could be anything. But the pink bow sort of beckons us to look at our childhood, because whatever it is that did happen could be sort of unearthing some of those things, right? Could be. You have the badger spirit here. Badger spirit is number 4. It says, be fearless and bold, which I like. But let's think about it, right? The badger. Badgers known for persistence, determination, endurance. Seeing it through no matter what. Seeing it through no matter what. Faith. Perseverance. You have retail here. Yeah, makes sense. That time of year, right? You may have a career in the retail field for sure, or you may just be shopping, damn it, because it's the holiday season. You have loan denied here, and the loan denied card could be literal, where you try to apply for a credit card, apply for a loan, and you were denied. It could simply be a favor that you asked someone, and they said no. It's on the table for a reason. It comes to bear somehow in this reading. You have love affair. Dirty little secret, Gemini. Dirty little secret. It's on the down low. Now, is this something from your past? Or is this something that is heating up as we speak? Do you have something that you don't... Are you in a relationship currently that you're not sharing with anyone? It's kind of like a secret for one reason or another. If so, it's going to start amping up, heating up in the month of December. If you're not in a situation like that, you could get yourself into a situation like that. This very well could be something from your past that has all the earmarks of something that was kept quiet, that may resurface, especially because we're going through that Mercury retrograde. That sort of energy kind of digs up things and people like that. So definitely keep that in mind. Now, it's not saying good or bad. It's just saying, hey, this is the facts, right? Now, you have, believe it or not, you have the sign of Virgo again, right? This is number 6 in this deck. And, you know, Virgo is big in this reading for whatever reason. This could be more hermit energy, reinforcing that energy. You could have Virgo highly aspected in your chart. And if that's so, you're leaning on it this month. You could be dealing with a Virgo or somebody with Virgo highly aspected in their chart. When I say that, for instance, I'm an Aquarius, right? All 4 of my fixed signs are fixed, or all 4 of my big 4 are fixed. But if you look more deeply into my chart, I am a Pisces stellium. That's something nobody guesses. So what I'm saying is Virgo can be somehow big in someone's chart without you even realizing it unless you actually look at the chart. But, you know, Virgo, this could very well be that hermit energy and a sort of guidance to take those slow, even steps. You know, don't forget, Virgo shares something with you, Gemini. You both are ruled by Mercury. Mercury is in retrograde. It could very well be connected that way. But there, regardless, something is gaining momentum here. You have the waxing moon, right? The waxing moon is something that's building, momentum building. The moon is going to be waxing in December between the 9th and the 14th. So something could be building. Just saying. Fascinating you have here. Let's see if I can pick these up. You have Aquarius and Pluto. Damn. I mean, we know, right? Aquarius went into, Pluto went back into Aquarius November 19th and 20th. This is affecting you somehow, Gemini. Geminis may experience, like when this shift happens, Geminis may experience a shifting of your worldview. Building of more wisdom, actually more wisdom than you thought you were capable of. Even you. Compassion expansion. More creativity. More self-respect and more self-worth. If it depends what your rising sign is too, because that's kind of interesting to look into, and I'll attach something in the comments. You can click on it. It is you look up your rising sign and see how that will impact you, this Pluto and Aquarius energy. But, you know, Pluto, regeneration, rebirth, transformation. And you have Aquarius, innovation, rational, humanitarian. So I look at innovation, regeneration, for sure. This is definitely affecting everyone, but see how it affects you as per your rising sign. You do have moon void, of course. It says disconnect, withdrawal. And I could see that with that hermit energy. It is a disconnect. It is a withdrawal. It is a thing. This is something you do by yourself. And here you have the opposing energy. That's definitely in every Gemini reading, right? This is Leo in the 5th house. Fun, hobbies, creativity. And then you have disconnect, withdrawal. You feel both strongly this month. You need both strongly this month. You don't need one more than the other. And if it starts to become imbalanced, you start to get not good. It's not good. You need a balance. So it's here for a reason, okay? You're waffling between withdrawing and needing that withdrawal and showing this creativity sort of social thing. Interesting. As always, Gemini, let's get into your tarot. Okay, so you have, let me see if I can move my rings out of the way here. You have separation and longing, beginning of the month. What have you this is a card of also separation, rebuilding after something falls apart. There may be something you miss. There may be something that you long for. This longing, the separation may not impact you every minute of the day. You may have mixed feelings about it. You may feel one way 1 minute, and the next minute a whole different way, because I don't see anything conclusive, right? You have the Six of Wands coming in sideways, and it wouldn't be a Gemini reading unless there was at least one card coming in sideways. So you have the Six of Wands coming in sideways. Six of Wands is Jupiter and Leo. Victory or no victory. It's a decision you have to make about what's going on. Maybe your separation from someone is on the table. Maybe this doesn't have to be someone. It could be something. It could be a job that you left or that you're considering leaving. Could be a family member that you cut ties with. Could be a friend. Same thing. Could be a relationship. All right. It's going to be different for each Gemini. But there is separation here. There is rebuilding after something ended. You have a Six of Wands energy coming in sideways, meaning you have to decide whether that was a good thing for you or not. You're undecided. You go back and forth. You have, this leads into the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is great energy for anything, right? Ten of Pentacles is Mercury in Virgo. Long-term success in pretty much anything. Love, money, goals. It's foundational. Now, are you looking for this now that something ended? Or are you falling into some sort of great luck in some area of your life? Well, let's see. This leads into two energies at once. And this does not surprise me, man. This is just so Geminian, right? It really is. You have here the Four of Cups and the Ace of Cups coming in together in unison. So the Four of Cups, you have Moon in Cancer. But look at that elf, right? Something's being offered to this elf, and elf is like, nah. Now, is the elf feeling apathy? Maybe. Is the elf simply just saying no? Maybe, probably. But the elf is just not interested. And here you have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is all water, right? Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Happiness, joy, conception of something new, love. So here you have that Ace of Cups being offered to you, and you're like, I don't know. I miss this person. I miss this situation. I miss it, but I have this other thing now. This other thing might be something totally different, by the way, you know? It's not like, but you're like, my attention's elsewhere. I don't think so. Interesting, fascinating, and very entertaining, as usual. When we add this up, by the way, when we add all the numbers up in this first column, which is the beginning of your month, and we break it down, we get the number 3, and that represents Jupiter. Expansion, luck. That Ten of Pentacles is luck. Okay? Sagittarian energy. So yeah, you can't really decide what it is you want, but that's okay. It's just the beginning of the month. Let's see. Let's move on to the mid-month, because always interesting. You have messages, dreams. You could be having very prolific dreams about this person or the situation. Now, could this be, by the way, a job? Sure, it could. A job that you thought you wanted back, or a job that you applied for, you really, really thought you wanted, and you're like, they offer it to you, and you're like, you know what? Second thought. So yeah, this could be love, this could be goals, this could be anything. Okay? So now your dreams are holding keys here. Somehow, some way. They're holding keys, especially mid-month. So let's see. You have the Eight of Swords in reverse. That's a nice card to have in reverse, Gemini. right? You have Jupiter and Gemini coming out of apathy, coming out of apathy. Freedom, release, taking that blindfold off, becoming unfrozen. You had the power all along, Dorothy. Okay? So you have the Eight of Swords in reverse. Center of your reading here, you have the Seven of Cups. This is the center of your whole month. The Seven of Cups in reverse. Venus and Scorpio energy. You could be confused for some reason, right? There is a Seven of Cups is a lot of choices, right? The Seven of Cups in reverse, you could feel like you have no choices, but with the rest of these cards, I'm thinking that it's an overwhelming kind of confusion. You have all these choices, and you're like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to pick. But it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. This is a nice problem to have because you know why? This leads right into the Nine of Cups. Neptune and Pisces, the Wish card. Wow, this is really nice. Really nice energy. You get a wish comes true. With that Ten of Pentacles, man, it's a good one. It's a long-lasting one. It's one with tentacles. It is success, achievement, a goal being reached, a wish being granted. When you add up all the numbers in this column and you break them down, you get the number 6, which is Venus. Love and money. What did I say? It could be either. Venus rules both. Pay attention to your dreams. Your dreams hold messages. Don't forget I said that, okay? Taurus and Libra energy, ultimately. The end of the month here, yeah, you have this healing thing again. Just like that pink bow up there. Healing your inner child. There's something going on with your inner child, right? Either something's with all this great energy still in the background, underneath, when you're alone, when you're quiet. There's some sort of healing that needs to take place. Something from your childhood. That inner child. It's coming up a lot, okay? Now we got the wild card here. With this Christmas deck comes with a note card, and this note card is blank. And some people write their own message. And for me, I use it as a wild card. And when the wild card comes up in my reading, I use this deck to draw from, as you can tell. And interestingly enough, you chose the danger card. So let's see what is dangerous here for you. Is it a danger to you, or is it a danger to all this happiness and success? You do have that enemy card. We should not forget about that. It kind of makes sense now that someone's flattering you. Someone's approaching you with flattery. Maybe this lone denied card is you denying someone. Gemini. Maybe you come into something here. It's very possible. You have the Five of Cups here in reverse. Right after that, acceptance, Pluto and Scorpio, acceptance, moving on. This could be job loss leading to a better position. This could be moving on from a past relationship into a better situation. This could be relief from financial loss, rebuilding. We talked about it. This is definitely moving on to something better, no matter what your situation is. And you have the Ten of Wands. It does lead to some stress. All right? It leads to some stress. Saturn and Sagittarius, you have the burden of some sort of responsibility that comes with this. Could be burden in a new relationship, overwork, unavoidable expenses, maybe. But it's attached to this wish card. So yes, you get your wish, you get a wish, but it comes with its share of stress. I don't think it's anything you can't handle. When we add this column up and we break it down, we get Venus yet again. Love and money. Let's look at your opportunities. No, I'm sorry, your challenges, not your opportunities. So let's look at your challenges. You have air, which is, of course, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And you have Aquarius over here. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. Very well. Could be. But it's part of your challenge this month, right? So you have air as your challenge. Let's see. Let's look into this. You have the Hanged Man. Now you have a lot of very strong energy here on your challenges. This is a strong month for you. You have the Hanged Man in reverse, right? Piscean energy. You have the Hanged Man in reverse. Indecision, stalling. There may be parts of the month where you feel that way. You don't know whether you're going this way or that way, so you stall. It's a challenge for you this month. Be mindful of that. It is a challenge for you this month. You have the King of Wands in reverse. Sun in Leo. This is someone who could be arrogant. This is someone who could have no real goals. This could be someone who likes to cheat. Honestly, with the vibe of this reading, this simply could be someone with a very short attention span who needs to sort of focus more. You need to focus more. You're receiving something that you need to focus on. Air signs are not known for their focus. Sometimes they're all over the place. I'm an Aquarian, I know. So you have here, this leads into some devil energy, right? And that's Capricorn. Toxic bonds, addiction. This could just simply be a toxic pattern that you have that you need to get rid of. A toxic pattern that you have that you need to get rid of. Do you have a toxic pattern of not being decisive? Do you have a toxic pattern of being wishy-washy? Do you have a toxic pattern of thinking, making a decision, and then the next day say, oh, you know, I don't, maybe this, maybe, not being strong enough in that decision? I think that you're being asked to break that. You're being asked to break that cycle, that pattern. When we add this column up and we break it down, we get the number 8, which is Saturn, right? The Lord of Karma, lessons. It is also the Lord of work. So you're being asked, teachers, it's a lesson. If this is your reading, you may be indecisive. You may be an indecisive human being. And you're just being asked to not only appreciate some of the gifts you've been given, but expand upon them. You have a real, I'm looking at this dirt, and not to jump all over the place, which is also very Geminian, right? I'm looking at this love affair and this enemy. Maybe something's going to dredge up from the past. Just be careful with that energy, Gemini. Be very careful with it. Now, here in your opportunities, you have integration, union, coming together with something. It doesn't have to be a union, a love union. It can be. It can be something that you're coming together with that you've wished for, something that you're coming together with, a goal that you had that's finally bearing fruit. It's a union of something that's finally coming together for you. Okay? Something that you wanted, because it's an opportunity. It's in your opportunity. Now, when we look at what else is in your opportunity, you do have the Two of Swords, right? So do you have an opportunity here? You may not know everything at once, Gemini. And that sort of encompasses this card too. Do you see how comfortable she is? Just not knowing, right? Not being frantic. She's frantically accepting. It's very air energy too, by the way. It's Venus in Libra, but still it's air. So your gift, one of your gifts this month is to accept this hermit energy of not knowing more than a few steps ahead of you. And that's going to work somehow in your favor. You also have the Page of Swords in reverse, which is odd, right? Mercury and Gemini. Lack of communication. Maybe you don't speak. Maybe don't share certain things with the world. Not everybody needs to know. Not everyone needs to know. You might draw out some negative forces. I know you want to share your joy and your goals and whatever it is you're accomplishing this month with people, but try not to do that. You do have here the Five of Wands. And on this side, look at it. You're fighting for something here. You're taking some competition damn seriously. Maybe this goal has something to do with a competition. Maybe you're in a competitive line of work. Maybe you're competing for someone, in the love department, but you're taking it seriously, and it's an opportunity to take it seriously. And I like that. It's not always a nice energy, but I think it's a nice energy here because it is in your opportunities column. And when we add all that, is Saturn and Leo, by the way. When we add all this up and we break it down, we get the number 7. It's confusion, Piscean energy. You might be a little confused this month, and that's okay. Just don't be indecisive. When you make up your mind, make up your mind. Here, let's clarify some of this stuff. The beginning of the month, you have this beautiful 10 of Pentacles, but then you have that that thing that you are being offered that suddenly you just lose, you just don't want it anymore. Whatever that is. You have 4-leaf clover. It says great good fortune. Okay. Nice. In mid-month, you have the wish being granted. You have the wish being granted, but you have what else? What was under here? Yeah. You have the definitely coming out of some sort of, yeah, I think that it says, do not back down from opposition. What did I say about that competition being a good thing? Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. The bull, this is sort of Taurus energy, you know, more or less. Nice. You have, at the end of the month, you have this danger. The danger is, there is danger here with an enemy. Be careful who comes disguised. There's an enemy coming disguised as a friend. There may be somebody from your past that comes back around. I don't know. Very weird. It says misunderstanding. There's a wall here. And in my opinion, I think the wall is, there is something you're misunderstanding. And when I say that, it's not that you're misunderstanding. I think you have to be careful about taking someone here at face value. They shouldn't be taken at face value. Definitely not. You have in your challenges, you have club. It says someone will try to make you do something against your will. I don't know about a club and them knocking you over the head, but there is someone that's going to try to convince you of something, right? At the last leg here, let's say younger woman. Dealings or relationships with a younger woman. This could have something to do with a younger woman. You could be involved with a younger woman. You yourself could be a younger woman. There's a younger woman here on the table, and that's involved in this situation somehow. No doubt in my mind. Okay? Keep your eyes peeled. You have a lot going on this month. You have a lot of potential this month, though. A lot of potential here. Gemini. For Gemini, please. For Gemini, please. You have Trinity. It says balancing decisions, priorities, adapting to change. Definitely, we talked about that. You were going to be adapting to a lot of change. You're a very adaptable sign, but you have to balance decision making. You have to make decisive decisions. Give me one more. You have Ascension, transformation, end of cycle. That is Pluto energy. Beginnings, endings. What did I say? Nuclear winter, baby. Love that for you. Okay, so your lucky numbers are 9, 4, 34, 3, 9, and 6. The numbers, we mentioned 6 more than any other number, and that is Venus. It's back to what we were talking about, either money, love, or both, right? Also, Mars came up, so that's Mars. That's that assertive energy we were talking about here, fighting for what you want. Where's the bull? Do not back down. Not backing down. Mars is definitely not backing down. So if there is something you want, you need to go for it here. The signs we mentioned were Virgo, Aquarius, Leo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Libra, and Taurus. The one we mentioned the most was Pisces, and Pisces is Neptune energy, and we discussed that. Little bit subconscious, sort of dreamy. I understand that will make it sort of, you're not going to see the forest for the trees at times this month. So take your time in looking at everything. There was no planet we really mentioned. There were a few of them that were all even keeled. We didn't mention one more than the other. That's about it. I really wish you all the best. Always fascinating. I will see you during your end of year reading. Namaste.